What is going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Trainer podcast. This is the #1 show for online fitness coaches who are trying to grow a successful online business. In today's episode, we're talking about whatever the fuck it takes. Whatever it takes. And I'm going to take you guys back on an adventure to when I got my online business started. And we're going to be talking about my mindset because I want to give you the download. I want to give you my brain so that you guys can come into this weekend hot, ready, in momentum, and ready to absolutely slay your weekend. Now, this is the #1 podcast for online fitness coaches. And I just want to remind you guys that we're giving away $1,000 cash in the month of June. So if you guys want to be entering $1,000 cash, all you got to do is screenshot any podcast episode, share it to your Instagram stories, tag me at BMarkFit. Let me know that you're tuning in. That automatically enters you to win $1,000 cash. So screenshot, share, tag. Now, today's a super big day for me, and I'm really excited because today I'm welcoming in 15 new students to the 10K Mastermind. And I've been working on it like a lot. So this podcast episode, whatever it takes, is actually because I've been putting in a shitload of work for the 10K Mastermind. And it's been like multiple 10 to 12 hour days where it's just like the price that I have to pay. And it has gotten me kind of excited and reminded me of this mindset that I've used to build my business from the ground up. And this mindset is that I'll do whatever the fuck it takes in order to be successful. Because the truth is that most online fitness coaches, when they're starting their coaching business, are really good at doing whatever it takes when it's convenient, right? Like when they're feeling good, when they're in momentum, when they have the time, when they're well rested, when they have 8 hours of sleep and the kids are at school, that's when they're really fucking good at doing what it takes to be successful. Most online trainers are really good at doing what it takes when they're in a good mood. Like when they're motivated, when they're excited, when their business is like in momentum. Most trainers are really good at taking action in those times. And the truth is that's why a lot of online fitness coaches don't make it. That's why a lot of online fitness coaches struggle. And my big thing as a business mentor is I think that it's not just about tactics. It's also about religion. That's a Gary Vee quote. Tactics and religion is in the 10K Coaching Academy, we give you guys so much fucking gold. There's so much stuff to take your coaching business to the next level. And there are times when I wonder why it's not all being implemented. And it's because I can't just give you tactics. I also have to give you religion. And religion is for me, not in the God sense, but religion for me means that what are your fucking principles? What are your core values? What do you how do you hold yourself as a human being? What sort of standard are you playing at? And what sort of quality of life are you willing to accept in yourself? See, I want to give you guys the tools and the frameworks and the mindsets necessary to have inevitable success. Because for me, the way that I view success, and I'm not meaning to say this, I don't want this to come across as cocky or overconfident, but I'm 100% certain that my success is inevitable. Because as I'm taking forward action and as I'm moving towards my goals, dreams, and ambitions, I know that every single live stream that I do is one step forward, and every single podcast that I do is one step forward, and every single post that I make is one step forward. And I fucking know that even if that post blows up on TikTok and it goes viral, that's amazing. And I know that even if it flops and it doesn't go viral, that I'm still going to show up and I'm still going to execute and I'm still going to put in the work every single day in my life because I'm a no matter what person. And that means I'm committed to the process no matter what. I'm committed to the work no matter what. I'm committed to paying the price no matter what. And I have this mentality that nothing's going to stand in my way of my success. That means haters' opinions. That means whether or not my video gets 3 views or 1,000 views or 1 million views, no matter the fuck what. And if you want to be successful as an online fitness coach, you need to make the commitment that nothing is going to stand in your way. Nothing. Zero. Not a single person, not a single entity, not a single failure, not a single setback. Nothing will stand in my way. And that is what it takes in order to get successful. Now, I'm going to share something with you guys in the podcast that I actually, in all 400 of my episodes, I don't think that I've shared. But you guys all know that I struggle with the drug addiction. If you've been following me for this long, you know that I struggle with the drug addiction. I post on my TikTok all over, Instagram, podcast, everything. So you guys have seen this. But I actually don't think you know the reason, one of the reasons behind my drug addiction. So I wanted to be a WBFF Pro Fitness model. So the first ever fitness competition that I did, I got, it was just for fun, right? I just did it for fun. And then once I did the show for fun, I was like, okay, I want to win my next show. And when I was like 18, 19, I was like 19, 20, 21, like I was super, like I was almost overconfident. And so I started telling fucking everyone that I was going to win this fitness competition, like the next fitness competition. And the next one was in Australia. So it was like, I started telling everyone that I was like, I'm going to win this fitness competition. I'm going to go to Australia, blah, blah, blah. I got like super overconfident and cocky. And I just decided I was going to, fly to Australia and do a fitness competition. Now for me, I actually, it's funny because I got so overconfident and I started telling everyone that I was going to win the show that I was like, almost like looking for their validation. Like I always like needed people to approve of me. And so I went to Australia and I actually got smoked. I got like last place. I was like second from last. And I was so defeated from that like loss. And I couldn't, like, my ego couldn't take the hit that I just fucking got smoked. And so I came home and I just partied. Like I came back from Australia and I was just like partying. Like I was just going hard. Like I was like going out every single weekend. I started doing drugs every single weekend. Then I started doing drugs every single day. And that was the start of my drug addiction. And so I remember coming out of that drug addiction. And when I like hit my rock bottom and I came out, I remember I like made this commitment to myself. And I was like, you know what? Like I failed, but like now, like I failed and now I'm going to pick myself up and I will do whatever it fucking takes to win my WBFF pro card. Like I will do whatever it takes. Like I will pay the price. Like I will go above and beyond. I will do whatever is necessary in order for me to win my show. And so that's when I started getting committed. That's when I started tracking every single meal. That's when I started never missing a workout. That's when I actually shut the hell up about my goals. And I stopped telling people that I wanted to be a pro. And I actually just put in the work and executed, right? And I stopped like blabbing my mouth and saying that I was going to do all these things. And I just put in the work every single day, whatever it takes. And like, when I say whatever it takes, you guys, like I was like obsessed, like obsessed. Like I'm talking, like I would wake up in the morning and I would do a 30-minute morning routine and get myself in a good state, do my cardio, go to the gym, come home, eat my food, go back to the gym, I would go back to the gym. I would do my workout. I would have a little bit of a post-workout meal. And then I'd do my cardio at the gym. Like I'm talking obsessed. And then every night I would actually visualize me winning the show for an hour. Like obsessed, like whatever it takes. Like I had dealt with one failure and I decided that I wasn't going to lay down and take that. And I wasn't going to accept that as my reality. And yeah, I know it was like only this like plastic trophy where you get a claim that you're a WBFF pro card, but it's about the fucking principle that I was willing to pay the price in order to accomplish my goals. Whatever it takes, whatever it fucking takes. And then, I won my pro card and that was awesome. And once I won my pro card, my relationship was kind of like on the fritz. I ended up breaking up with my girl at the time. And I remember when I broke up with my girl, like I was like in this like heartbroken place and I wasn't feeling really good with myself. And I was like at like this rock bottom. And then I just decided, I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to sit here with this fucking pain anymore. I'm not just going to sit here and be heartbroken. And I actually like tapped into some vengeance. And I was like, I'm going to get to $10,000 a month to fucking prove to her and to prove to myself that I can fucking do this. And I will do whatever it takes to get to $10,000 a month. And like, yeah, I tapped into a little bit of vengeance and I still do that sometimes, by the way. But I was like, I will pay the price. Like I'm a no matter what person. Like I will make this happen. I will put in as much work as I need to. I will track every single client that comes in. I will take care of every single client that I need to. I will make sure that my service is so good that nobody will want to leave me. Like I will do whatever the fuck it takes. And I got to $10,000 a month. And once I got to $10,000 a month, I was like, okay, like, I'm like, now I want to hire trainers and I want to build a team. So I hired trainers and I started building my Aesthetic Nation team. And then all of a sudden, like I had like 7, 8 trainers that were working for me. And these trainers that I was hiring and mentoring at Aesthetic Nation were like quitting and starting competing businesses. So then I was like, yo, fuck this. Like, I'm going to start a business coaching business. Like if I'm going to teach all these people how to run online businesses and they're just going to quit on me, like I'm going to start a business coaching business. And I don't want to just start a business coaching business. Like I want to be the #1 fucking business coach in the space. And I'll do whatever it takes. I'll pay the price. I'll figure out who's the best in the space and I'll figure out what they're doing. And then I'm going to fucking beat that. And I will do whatever it takes, whatever is necessary. If that means I need to go podcasting 5 times a week, lives 5 times a week, like posting 5 times a week, I need to blow up on TikTok. Like I will do whatever is necessary to be the best in the game. Like whatever it fucking takes. So many of you guys are so good at getting it done when it's convenient. So many of you guys are so good at getting it done when you feel like it. So many of you guys are so good at getting it done when you're motivated. And you have to understand that it's going to be fucking challenging. It's going to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to work through that resistance when you sit down to write your post and you fucking can't think of anything to write. That's where you're made. You're supposed to work through the resistance when your alarm clock goes off in the morning and you can't decide whether or not you want to get out of bed. You're supposed to work through that. You're supposed to fucking get a no on the phone and somebody slams the door in your face and then you are like, okay, like I need to work on my shit. So you go into the course, you go study Savage Sales and you become a better salesperson. You need to become a no matter what person. You need to become a whatever the fuck it takes person. You need to stop counting the reps and you need to start committing to like accomplishing your vision and letting nothing get in your way. And I'm like dead set. Like I seriously want every single person to listen to my podcast. Every single one of you guys that's tuning in right now. Like I want you to be successful. I really do, with every single ounce of my fucking soul. And I think that the biggest like lesson that I can give you guys is that like, it's about resilience. It's about mindset. It's about this fucking mentality that nothing's going to get in your way. And sometimes nothing's going to get in your way means that you have to sit your ass down at your computer and work for 12 hours straight. Because that's what the fuck it takes to sometimes. Like you're struggling with like, if you're a new online coach and you don't know how to use TikTok and you're like, man, I really suck at TikTok. I'm not good at video editing. Sit your ass down in a fucking chair for 8 hours straight and sit on the app. I guarantee you'll get better at TikTok. Make 3 videos. Like lock yourself in a fucking room and like with TikTok for 8 hours. And I guarantee you'll come out knowing a lot more about TikTok. Whatever the fuck it takes. If you're not good at writing, sit your ass down in a computer chair and write out 4 posts, even if it takes you 15 hours. Whatever it takes. If you're not good at sales, book 5 role plays. Book a role play every single day for the next 60 days and practice your sales skills until you get it. I guarantee you'll have better sales skills. Whatever the fuck it takes. I remember when I was running PT Domination, this was like back when it first started. And I used to book calls with every single prospect that was interested. As our business got busier, obviously we couldn't do that anymore because we had so many people that wanted to work with us, which by the way, super grateful for that. But when I booked calls, I remember there was one period in time where I had 7 calls in a row. Every single person said no. No, not interested, not the right time. No, finances, no. And I remember when that happened, I was like, obviously me and Chris were living together. And I told her, I was like, man, I'm like, my sales game is fucking whack right now. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but like, I can't sell ketchup to somebody that has a hot dog. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with me. So I remember this isn't an exaggeration. I promise in my life I did this. I parked my ass in my computer chair from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. studying sales, like ripping apart my process. I studied every single sales video that my mentor had in his course. I was taking notes. I was like figuring out what I was doing wrong. I was editing my script. I was role playing with myself. I sat in my fucking chair for literally like I'm at 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. studying sales because I wasn't closing calls. And so I could either sit there and bitch about it or I could just figure it out. Like whatever it takes, whatever is necessary. That's the missing ingredient right now with you guys. That's it. That's the missing ingredient. It's whatever it takes. If you don't have enough fucking leads, why the fuck aren't you in Facebook groups or on TikTok? Whatever it takes. And if you don't know how to use Facebook groups, why aren't you studying that? Whatever it takes. If you don't know how to make TikTok videos, why the fuck aren't you in the course studying every single TikTok video until you find one that pops off? Why don't you post 100 videos in the next 30 days and you'll figure it the fuck out? Like you will find your flow. Whatever it takes. Complaining and bitching and whining about all the things that aren't working are not going to get you closer to your goals. And that one thing that I want to give you guys in this podcast is I want to give you the fucking resilience to actually accomplish your goals. Whatever it fucking takes. And if you're listening to this podcast and you still haven't hired a mentor yet, I'm challenging you why. So if you're listening to this podcast and you haven't hired a mentor yet, whether that be me or somebody else, I have a question for you. And that question is, how many podcast episodes have you listened to? How much time have you wasted trying to seek out free information because you're not willing to pay the price for your own online fitness business? But you're asking people to pay you for an online coaching business, but you're not willing to invest in a mentor. Like how much time have you wasted trying to seek out free information instead of hiring a mentor like you're asking your clients to do? Whatever the fuck it takes, whatever is necessary, that's what it takes. That's what you need if you want to be successful. Y'all feel me? Let's fucking go. Boom. That's it. That's it. That's all, online fitness coaches. So I hope you take this energy into your weekend. I hope you take this energy into your week, because I know that a lot of you guys are listening to this on the recording on Monday. This is how you set the fucking tone for a week. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Figure it the fuck out. Do whatever it takes. This isn't one of those games that you just like, if you want to be successful, you can't just hope that it works out for you. You can't just like be fucking an entrepreneur when it's convenient. You can't be an entrepreneur when you're feeling good. You can't be an entrepreneur when you're in a good fucking mood. If you want to get to the next level, you need to develop this mentality that you will do whatever it takes. You will pay the price. You will stay up long hours. You will sacrifice your vices, and you will remove anyone from your life that holds you back from your goals, because that's what it takes in order to be successful. Period. Let's fucking go. I hope you guys have the best day of your entire life. That's it. That's all. I know I got to end this live stream early, and I'm not chatting with you guys because I'm getting ready for my 10K mastermind. But I hope that this podcast inspired you guys, and I hope you guys got some energy. Peace, love, protein. Have the best day of your entire life, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Let's fucking go.